pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the draw for the Tobago Football Association's FA Cup round of 16, in which we have 16 clubs vying for just over $33,000 in cash prizes. Those clubs are, in no order of seniority or ranking: Charlottesville Police Youth Club, Sidees Football Club out of Speyside, Roxborough Lakers, Georgia FC and Belgarden Sports Club, Cudler Hall Football Club, Leeds United, Golden Lane FC, Bertil Sinclair's Sports Academy, Stokely Vale Football Club, Signal Hill United, 1976 FC Phoenix, Canby Mount Pleasant, Bethel United, Sinclair's Coaching School, and Blackrock Football Club. So let me first of all congratulate these clubs for getting this far in the competition. And of course, we know that today's draw has tremendous significance going forward. That being, this will be the last draw that will take place in the FA Cup. And from this draw, you will know who you're going to be playing all the way to the finals. The interesting thing about this year's draw is that the draw is an open draw where you can draw any club at any time in the competition. It is not one where teams are seeded. Of course, in the past, we would have had clubs that would have been defending champions being seeded and not having to draw. But because of the fact that we have not had the FA competition for over 4 years, none of the clubs have been seeded, so therefore it's going to be an open draw. What that means easily is you have to bring your A game from the next game. There will be no easy games going forward. You must be ready because, of course, in FA competition, it's win or go home. This afternoon, to assist me with the draw, I have two young ladies, Miss Kimberly Duke, who is standing at the table, and, of course, Miss Shonali Henry, who is at the controls, and she will be recording the draw as it goes along. So what we're going to require is that each member representing your club will come forward and pull from the box one beautiful balloon. You would burst that balloon, and from in the balloon, you would extract that paper that would indicate what your team's position in terms of the matchups, which would be demonstrated on the board. If there are no questions, we will go straight into the draw, and I will now leave it open for club representatives to come forward. Of course, you will be taking this position here, where you can have the logo at the back for whatever you're doing. So, who's going to be going first? So we have Sinclair's Coaching School coming forward. Sinclair's Coaching School, champions for a number of years. Just take one, that will do for you. Looking to recoup. And you burst the balloon. And he takes up one of the bigger balloons. So Sinclair's Coaching School will now determine their position on the draw. 100. And Sinclair's Coaching School is L. So very soon Sinclair Coaching School will know who they are playing. Thank you very much. And you can keep your L. Next up, we have Golden Lane coming out of the northeastern side of Tobago. Golden Lane have been having a little rough time in the competition, but they are always there, always competing, looking to represent that area of that part of Tobago. And Golden Lane has picked N. Thank you very much, and you can keep your N. Next up, Stokely Vale FC. Stokely Vale, a team with tremendous history in our football, a community that is filled with sportsmen over the years, and Stokely Vale is G. So Stokely Vale will be in the top half of the draw. Stokely Vale FC. They will be followed by Bertil Sinclair Sports Academy, one of the younger clubs that we have in the competition. Of course, they are coached by none other than Mr. Bertil Sinclair, who has tremendous history. And his balloon has refused to burst. So he's going to have to cut it out. I'm not going to guess what number or letter he's going to come up with. Sinclair, Bertil Sinclair is F, and strange enough, Bertil Sinclair will be coming up against Sinclair's coaching school. See, immediately we're seeing an interesting matchup. Next up, we have Bell Garden Sports Club. Mr. Boris, he's going to find his feet now. P. He's in the bottom half of the draw. Bell Garden Sports Club. Soon to be followed by Roxborough Lakers, another team from the East. So we have Roxborough Lakers, a club that has some history in the knockout competition. They have been doing well in this competition over the years, and they're M. So they're in the top half of the draw. Yet to know who they're going to be playing. Roxborough Lakers, followed by Codler Hall, champion club in Tobago way back in the 70s, looking to recover some lost ground. So we have Mr. Miller, now going to decide his fate. I, upside down I. So he's going to be matching up against Stokelyville FC. Stokelyville. Here comes Phoenix. Phoenix are our defending league champions from 2022. Phoenix puncturing and not being able to burst the balloon. D, Phoenix. 1976 FC Phoenix. So we've left out the 1976, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And next up, Signal Hill United, the Green Machine, out of the middle of the island. A club that last won this competition, I believe, somewhere around 2017. Signal Hill United. At that time, they were coached by the Assistant Secretary for Sports, Mr. Wayne Clark. So they are looking to bring back some glory days into the community of Signal Hill. Signal Hill United. K. Signal Hill United, K, the top half of the draw. But they are yet to know who they're going to be matching up against. Next up, Blackrock FC. Blackrock came through last night, coming from behind to defeat Goodwood 4-2. So they are in some confident space right now. Coach Duke and his boys. So he's going to pop it. And he's going to tell us where he finds himself in the draw. And that is O. And he's in the top half of the draw, but he's yet to know who he's going to be playing against. Next up, Georgia FC, with a tremendous history in Tobago's football. Georgia, league champions, FA champions for a number of years, in the rebuilding phase, and doing well this season. In fact, I think Georgia is still the only unbeaten club in all the conferences. Georgia A, and Georgia will be playing against Blackrock, and that's interesting, eh? Interesting. Mr. O, of course, would have been coached by Mr. Duke, so he's going to be going back against his coach, school coach, Bethel United. J. J, bottom half of the draw, Bethel United. Keep your J. So we now need some assistance. So I'm going to ask my good friend, Mr. to draw for one of the missing clubs, and he's going to be drawing for Canby Mount Pleasant. So first up, he'll be drawing for Canby Mount Pleasant. He's going to take it down nice and easy. Not having a good time. Was high in spirits last night when he had a 2-goal lead. And then he had to lose that game by 4 goals last night. So Canby, C. Turn it around so the camera can have it. C for Canby. So Canby will be coming up against Roxborough Lakers. So we're seeing some interesting matchups, really keen matchups thus far. And I'm going to ask somebody to draw now for Leeds United. And I know somebody's going to get up and assist me drawing for Leeds United. So Leeds United. E, Signal. So E will be playing Signal Hill. So Leeds United versus Signal Hill. And we still have, 2 more clubs to go. And I crave your indulgence in assisting me. Who are these 2 clubs? No. Oh, furthest east. Speyside and Charlottesville. So could somebody draw for Speyside first up? Speyside. So Speyside is now, and Speyside is B, bottom half of the draw. Speyside will take on Belgarden. Speyside will take on Belgarden, and of course, we know for sure H will now become Charlottesville Police Youth Club, and they will come up against Bethel. So somebody is going to come and just make it official. Somebody just come and make it official for Charlottesville. So Charlottesville H. So thank you very much for that. So we see in the matchups some interesting matchups. Georgia will go up against Blackrock FC. Leeds United square off against Signal Hill United. Stokelyville and Cudler Hall will do battle, still in the top half of the draw, and that top half will end with Roxborough Lakers doing battle also against Canby Mount Pleasant. And then in the bottom half of the draw, we have 1976 FC Phoenix, and they will come up against Golden Lane FC. Charlottesville will square off against Bethel United. That's an interesting one. We have some players from Charlottesville who are playing with Bethel in another competition. Bertil Sinclair's coaching sports academy coming up against Sinclair's coaching school. And I can tell you that would be a mouth-watering one for a number of reasons. And last but not least, we have Belgarden squaring off against Sidees. That's a battle in the east, of course. So if we move across to the other fixtures, we would see how and when these teams are going to be playing. So we see on the 10th of September, we have 3 games: Georgia FC versus Blackrock, Leeds United, Signal Hill, and Stokelyville versus Cudler Hall. Those are the first 3 games that will be played in the round of 16. And 2 days later, on the 12th, Belgarden will battle Sidees, Bertil Sinclair, Sinclair's coaching school, Charlottesville, Bethel, and then we'll have Roxborough Lakers, Canby Mount Pleasant, and Phoenix Golden Lane. Those are the matchups and those are the days, so easily we know the dates, what is left to be done. Hopefully it could be done before we leave. We will have the venues. And remember, I said that we do have access to the Dwight York Stadium on the 10th, on the 15th, And going forward, we don't have access to the stadium on the 12th, so those games will be played outside of the Dwight York Stadium. So that will bring us to the end of the official part of the program. I know that we would have some interviews, some little snap interviews coming up in a while. So let me thank all the clubs who are present for being here. Wish you all the luck in the competition going forward. Remember, as I said, it's win or go home. You have to win your game. If you don't, it's see you next year. This is what this knockout competition is about. So ensure that you are ready and you can perform. These fixtures will be put up on the Connect system hopefully by tomorrow so that you can see it there as well. And it will be published on the Facebook page. Thank you once again, and good night.